Hi, we're so awkward. I'm Rachel.
And I'm Brooke. Welcome to our Halloween special. If you dare to watch. But seriously,
It's gonna be scary.
it's going to be scary. It's going to be fun because we are making.
The Gone Batty shirt from Patterns for Pirates.
So we are going to turn ourselves into bats. And we are hopefully going to be adding a little extra surprise. So stay tuned.
Yeah, let's get sewing and have some fun.
All right. Okay, we're going to reveal our fabric choices for our shirt. So, because we bought our fabric at a different time. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Oh my God. No way. Are you serious?
We bought the same fabric?
Yes.
Brooke! I bought mine first.
I bought mine second. Alone. That's weird. Okay. Well, we're going to be matching Batgirls.
Yes! It's that time of the month for our monthly tip. Just the tip. For this pattern, we have to have our fabric folded into 4 layers. And we were having issues getting this top layer flat. It was bunching up and it was acting strange. So we discovered if you put a dowel in the halfway point of your fabric, then you can just easily get your fabric even on one end. You lay it on your surface, and then you just take out the dowel. And then you have a nice flat edge to cut. Okay, we're trying to Frankenstein her thing to give it length.
So,
Because
the
she-
pattern says it fits perfect for a 5'2" frame.
Which is me.
I'm 5'10". So, I want to add length to the arms and length to the bodice. Is that the right term? Bodice
Yeah.
to the body. And so we were trying to figure out how to lay it. Maybe we would lay an extra pattern here, but then we'd have this funky thing going on.
And this point right here is the point that sits right in front of your stomach.
So, and then I was showing Rachel what I was thinking, where I would put points, mark a point, 2 inches, because I only have 2 inches I can play with, and then draw a line, and then use this to cut out my wings.
But there was going to be a funky
There's
point.
gonna be a funky hole somewhere.
And I said, just freehand it.
So I'm just gonna frickin' freehand it.
Yeah.
What are you doing, Gandalf? What you doing? What you doing? I'm glad.
Brooke's cutting. Eeps.
That first cut was scary.
It was very scary.
I need my other scissors. These aren't gonna do it.
Ooh.
Look at, I should make a little kitty hat.
He can be our wizard. Okay, I have cut out my top, and now I just measured out 1/4 of my high hip, and now I marked on my pattern where I need to do my straight up and down stitching. And now I'm gonna pin it to make sure the layers stay together, which, you know, I hate pins. Anyway, and then you do a straight stitch up the sides.
And he will not leave us alone.
Brooke is measuring for her straight side seams now. So you take the center line and measure out 1/4 of your hip, high hip. And then you make a seam going slightly inward.
Oh wait, hey Rachel,
Yeah?
do you want a sword fight?
No, I still have the battle scars from the last one.
Oh. Okay. Okay, so we've sewed down our sides, and I was a little suspicious about it because they don't give you any information as to how far to sew your lines. And I think you need to measure 12 inches up your like your waist rib cage, and you need to compensate for that with your angle of your sewing line. So it's really tight on me, but it'll look good.
Now, I did not sew at an angle. Mine is just straight up. And I wish I had done a little bit of extra room on the side. And also, I did not sew 12 inches. I think I sewed about 6 inches. Brooke, what are you doing?
This is the part of patterns that really starts to mess with my brain because one is smaller than the other thing, and you have to line up the points, and you have to, it's the finagling and getting it to fit, and then the pinning. It just for some reason just does not go well with my brain.
Maybe you were using actual pins instead of clips.
Actually, I was using pins, and that's what was not working for me.
Oh.
So I'm switching to clips to see how it works. Update. What's going on?
When you're cutting your neckline, make sure you follow the instructions.
It doesn't give you any
It
instructions.
doesn't say.
No, I just got lucky. Did you cut it on the fold?
I did, but I folded it
But maybe it was the wrong fold.
I folded it on the wrong fold.
So it has no stretch to it.
My neckline has no stretch, and I'm sitting here fighting, and Brooke's like, it's so easy.
I didn't say it was so easy. I said use your clips. That's all I said.
I'm like, I'm using the clips.
So
There's absolutely no stretch.
there's no stretch in your neckline. How are you going to fit that over your head?
I don't know.
So we need to seam rip it.
I think I'm going to end up having to just cut it at this point.
Update. You trying to find the end?
I'm trying to find the end over here, and it's one big circle.
It's like you're holding up a jaw of a shark.
I'm holding up the portal.
Wait. Okay. I'm back.
Brooke is so kind. She is seam ripping my neckline for me.
You've done it for me before.
She's so sweet. While Brooke is doing the seam ripping, I am making masks for us. This is just a little extra we decided to do for our outfits, and we'll see if we can get these done. How's it going there? Are you done yet?
I seam ripped my finger.
Nice. Don't
No.
get blood on my shirt.
You already got a little spot somewhere.
Great. I shall have your blood with me at all times.
This month's plant of the month is jade. It is a succulent that comes in many varieties. This is your average jade, and this is your hobbit jade. And this is a variegated jade. And it's a succulent, and you leave it in bright light so that it gets lots of good nutrition and light, and you barely water it. And this used to be all this one until it died. Then I just had a stem, and then I added those two others to it. So it's my jade pot. Ta-da! We are done.
Yep.
With our bat shirt. Rachel, take a bow.
Ooh.
No. So, well, it took a lot longer than we thought it would.
As usual.
So,
I messed up on my neck because the neckband needs to be stretchy, and I didn't cut it correctly. So I ended up having to cut more out of the neck because I couldn't undo the stitching.
yeah, I think it's important to make sure when you cut the neck banding that you cut it in the direction that's going to allow stretch.
Yes, I did not.
So
So I didn't think about it.
The instructions didn't say that, so keep that in mind. And then we double did it. So
We did a double stitch on the collar so that it won't flip up.
flop over. That's really annoying, and it's laying pretty nicely. Yeah,
I really like the wings. That's
yeah.
fun.
And the measuring, I'm going to give this 4 out of 5 fat quarters because it would have been helpful to get a little bit more idea as far as how far to measure. Because I measured from my hip here, and then I measured here. So, because when you do your stitch line,
Yeah, she says 12 inches up.
I didn't know how much of an angle to do, and I wanted to give some curvature to my shape. So I did a slight angle, but I was just under what I measured here. So it's really tight to put on, but it works.
I did about 6 inches. This is like a very tight shirt for me. I probably would have tried to figure out how to make it a little wider here. I mean, I understand like I could have moved the stitching line out, but I mean, just add more fabric.
I added 2 to 3 inches for mine, and I think it would benefit to add.
Yeah, I should have added that more.
So, all right.
But I still love it.
Yeah.
It's really fun, and it's like, woo!
And the masks were not originally part of it. It was something extra.
Yeah.
And the hats we found. So next time we'll see you next month. Next time.
And until then, don't forget to be so awkward.
This is Batman. Remember to get your pet spayed or neutered.
Gandalf, I know you're cute and all, but seriously, the next time you want to try to help, you need to learn how to sew.